Hey everybody, it's Kneecap here, and in this video I'm going to be showing you how you could be potentially making lots and lots of gold just by killing a few low-level rare spawns. This video is going to be for the Eastern Kingdoms only, for that continent only, and we're going to go through all the rare spawns that drop unique items that are worth, I think I cut it off at 50,000 gold or more. Now some of these are worth way more than that, but that's where I cut it off at. It is to note that while many of these confirmed still drop the items, there are some of these that are not confirmed to still drop them. In my opinion, it's still worth killing them for the try, just because if some of them are dropping them, I'm not sure how all of them aren't dropping them. Because the way item level works in the game and stuff like that, I'm just not sure coding-wise how that would work. But just as a heads up, some of these possibly do not still drop. And I did want to point that out. And I think it's only the last two on here. They are technically zone drops, but the rare spawn has a higher chance of dropping the zone drop. And it's not a whole zone drop, it's the things next to them. So one of them's a morogh, for example. The morloghs next to him also can drop it, but he has a higher chance to drop it than the morloghs next to him. So that's just one example. So we're going to start down in Cape of Stranglethorn at the south, and we're going to just weave our way up the Eastern Kingdoms, and we're going to hit everywhere that has one of these rare spawns that has a really rare item, again, that can sell for, I think I cut it off at 50,000 gold. There are other ones that even had like 25,000 gold drops, which are still really cool, but I kind of wanted just, to cut some fat off of this and only stick to the really high-end ones. So our first mob in Cape of Stranglethorn, in the video behind me, you can just kind of follow along with going on this route and going to each of these mobs. So our first one, Cape of Stranglethorn, is Lord Sacrisis. He's going to be at 4449, and he spawns on the bridge there. So if on the western side of Cape of Stranglethorn, there's an island, and there's some Naga there, and he's a blue Naga up on the very top, and there's a bridge where he spawns. The next one is one that a lot of people might know about because it was very publicized, is Scalebelly. He's at 6825. He's in the cave there with the other, I don't know if he's a crocolisk or basilisk, but he's in that cave there. And he drops, I think, the chromatic sword it's called. It's a very cool, rare sword. Like I said, it was highly publicized earlier when it was first found out that he was dropping it again. So there's that one there. There will often be someone there farming him, so that's hard to get. And again, they're low chance to spawn rare spawns, and then the items dropping is even a lower chance. So it's like farming Ashes of Law from a rare spawn. Think of it that way. Next, we're actually going to head to Westfall, and we're going to go to the southwest coast, where you might find old morogh. Especially if you're an Alliance player, you might know who that is. But there's a rare spawn that can spawn there called Brack. I think he spawns at 3073 or those whereabouts, but he kind of goes up and down that coast there a little bit, and you're looking for Brack, and he drops a really good item. The next one we're going to do is Leprethus. Now, I think this might be one of the only rare spawns I've never really killed before in one of these common areas. I don't ever recall seeing him. Maybe I did in vanilla. I'm not sure. But he's at 4329. He drops some really, really cool items. I believe this is confirmed too, so this is one that's super rare. Next, we're going to go to Slark at 5611. That area, he kind of runs around there. That's like the northern Murloc area. And then next, we're going to head to the southeast of Westfall to Sergeant Brashclaw at 6376. He drops a pretty cool item as well. He's in that knoll area. He can be multiple spots in that knoll area. All I do for that is I /tar Sergeant. For Slark, I would /tar Slark, and so on and so forth. It's also worth noting that Voltros in this area has multiple good items that are rare to him, but again, they weren't top dollar, but I think this is the only one where I included an honorable mention there. So if you see the rare vulture, I guess you could kill him as well. After Westfall, we're actually going to head to Duskwood. In Duskwood, first we're going to go to Naraxis at 8749. Actually, I think first we're going to go to Nefaru at 7478. So Nefaru is going to be first. I believe that's the Worgen. And then we're going to go to Naraxis. So Nefaru is a Worgen that's in the Worgen Cave mine down there. Southern, kind of eastern of Duskwood. And And then we're going to head northeast from there and go to Neuraxis, which is a spider in a cave at 8749. And I think that's Neuraxis' fang that you're looking for there. After we're done with Duskwood, we're going to head to Swamp of Sorrows, and there's one here at 5142 called Malt Thorn. I'm not even sure which. I've never. This is another one that I've never actually seen before. This one is 100% confirmed to still drop. But yeah, at 5142 you could find Malt Thorn in Swamp of Sorrows. After Swamp of Sorrows, we're going to head to the Redridge Mountains. At Redridge Mountains, we're going to go up to Roe the Silent at 6936. He's just a knoll there. He's kind of in front of the cave where the quest knoll is for that area on the eastern side of Redridge. And then we're going to head up to Kazan at 3412. That's like the northwest orc cave in Redridge Mountains, and he's right outside that cave and that encampment there. I think he can technically spawn anywhere there. I'm not sure, but you'll if you want to just /tar Kazan. That's Kazon. And after Redridge, we're gonna just go up to the Burning Steppes. There's only one mob of note here, and that's Volchan at 2242. He's a big fire giant that you might kind of like what you would see in Molten Core, and he's under the bridge there in Burning Steppes that would take you up to the Blackrock Mountain. So he's big. He drops a pattern that only drops by him, a volcanic hammer or something like that. Next, we're going to head to Loch Modan, and we're going to go to Mogosh at 3176. This is a Trog. He just spawns in the Trog encampment there in the southwestern area. Next, we're going to go to Boss Galgash at 6963-ish. He's just in the Ironbrand excavation. He patrols around. Boss Galgash, I believe in the video you actually get to see him, so you can see that he patrols around. And yeah, he's a Trog as well. Next, we're going to do Gosh Haldir at 5656. He is also a patrol. And I believe that is the gator, the crocolisk. I always get crocolisk and basilisk confused. But yeah, he can drop some rare items. He's also very wanted, I think, by hunters for taming. I think he has some sort of rare croc skin color to him or something. And then we're going to go up to Cub in the northwestern area at 2629. A little mouse guy, and he can drop some really cool stuff as well. So Cub is at 2629. After that, we're going to head to Dunmorogh, and we got one mob there, Gibblewilt. So he's a leper gnome. If you're in the Dunmorogh zone, so you're not, because there's a subzone for the leper gnomes, in the Dunmorogh zone, you'd want to use 3541 for your coordinate, and he actually drops multiple cool things as well. Gibblewilt. After Gibble, we're going to head up to the wetlands, and we're going to go to 3946 and find Garneg Charskull. He is an orc that just kind of chills up by himself in his own little encampment there at the top of the mountain. Again, that's at 3946. And then we're going to go to Morogh Rimscale at 4875. This is another orc. He's in the area if you're coming from Loch Modan to the wetlands. He's kind of in that area. So there's like mountainous area between there where there's where there were dwarven areas that the orcs took over. And he can spawn there, and he actually drops a really rare item. I don't know if this one's confirmed or not, though. But if so, if you get that item, you'll be very happy. Next up in wetlands, we're heading north to the Rarespawn Matriarch at 7029. This is in the Raptor Cave that's around that area, and it's similar to Scalebelly, how that cave is set up. And Rarespawn Matriarch can drop an item there. It's also worth noting that there can be a Rarespawn nest there that you can click on, and that pet sells for about 1,000 gold as well. It's worth noting. That's it for the wetlands. We're going to head up to the hinterlands to Mithralis the Enchanter at 6582. You can't miss this one. They'll spawn in like a little purple or pink circle over their heads around 6582. And yeah, they can drop some pants or something like that. Then we're gonna head. That's the only one for hinterlands. And then our last stop is gonna be hillsbrad foothills. Like I said, these are ones that are a little bit unique to this list in that they are technically zone drops, and they just have a higher chance to drop than other things do. Tamara Stormpike is horde only, and it's gonna be at 6386. This is a ghost of a dwarf. Tamara Stormpike at 6386, horde only. And then the last one's going to be a murloc called Scargill at 3380 in the murloc area. I don't think this one patrols. And again, this is a zone drop. The murlocs next to Scargill can also drop this as well. Scargill just has a higher chance to drop it. And I think it's like a pattern or a recipe or something like that. So yeah, that's all of them in Eastern Kingdoms that are rare spawns who drop unique items that sell for, you know, tens and tens of thousands of gold or more. Not all of these are confirmed, like I said, but as I also postulated, if so many of these are confirmed, which like the majority are, then I don't know how it would work that the other ones couldn't drop the item. So I think it's just a matter of getting enough kills into it by the community, and that we would eventually possibly see the items after that point. So good luck to everybody. I plan on doing one of these for Kalmador as well, and then depending how it works, maybe venture out from there. But definitely going to do this Eastern Kingdoms and then Kalmador. Again, this is just stuff that I kind of do for fun because I like the idea of getting these cool items, even if I don't get them. And for me personally, it might be hard to sell some of them if they look cool enough. So yeah, good luck to everybody out there in your adventures. I unfortunately did not get any of these items when I was doing this video, but that's all right. Hopefully I can get them in the future. As always, I do ask you to please subscribe to the channel because that helps me out so much. And other than that, everybody have a good one.